Damian Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Bears defense. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Andy Dalton. That is caught. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Dalton working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he's got this down to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now. So.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Trey McBride, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Young. Looking for John.
We got London on the
whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Clown way too wise to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better style.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Bryce Young. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for...
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Passing, it's Dalton. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And going deep for Hill, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Again, it's Harris on second down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Dalton. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick here is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20+ times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. It's Young off play action. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. You look at this Packers defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Fight, 97. Ready.
H.A. now up the middle. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. Devon H.A. his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Jake Moody now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bears take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Young off the play fake. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A quick throw there out to Williams. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On second down, a run by H.A. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run for it with H.A. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play fake. Here's Dalton. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half, and now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Bears.
Achane gets it from the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now here's Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 35 now.
Ready?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Blue strike. Green jack.
Young to throw on 4th. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And unable to break away. They stop him. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. 1st and 10 for Dalton. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Here's Dalton. This is taken in by McBride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Goes right back to McBride. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Dalton sets up play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. So Dalton now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll roll him out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Young on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's He's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it. H.A. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Ultra. Go ultra.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Set, hut. Fight, 60. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Faster, faster.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
They go play action. Young. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Ready, ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Devon A-Chain, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. This goes out wide from Mixon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw here, Dalton. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Dalton off play action. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Third quarter begins with a run from A-Chain. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up Sankey.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Young now. His throw incomplete.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young. force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Hill on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Touchdown, Packers! Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Now inside the 25. Jamison Williams. Touchdown Bears. Jamison Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have retaken a third quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And Young's going to throw for this. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They'll run again with Harris. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Dalton. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the Bears' 40-yard line.
Here's Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Dalton, 1st and 10. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
And it'll be Dalton again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Touchdown, Packers! Rashad Bateman from 13 yards out. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. But Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7. Young off the play fake. That's taken in by Watson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. In motion left goes Watson.
Ready?
A give up the middle to A-Chain. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready?
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Set.
Young off the bootleg. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That throw by Young incomplete.
work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the third quarter that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love it.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up. A gain of 3, second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now left side on this swing pass. Only able to gain a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On second down, here's Mixon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them.
Well, it's a Packers touchdown. Trey McBride, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And this drive will begin with a run from H.A. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Hey, Reed!
Young will set to throw. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here we go.
Second down and 8. Young to throw it. Way to the left side here, Wilson. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
H8 on the counter. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Christian Watson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good
yes, sir.
Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Dalton now to pass. He finds Bateman over the middle. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second down and 4. On the give, this is Harris. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First and 10 for Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's 2nd down and 3. They hand this off to Harris.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, finding his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And his kick is absolutely perfect. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now the Bears down 31-28. A little under a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Young. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
Shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Young. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. One last shot for Young. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet?
No!
Oh, it's incomplete. And it's incomplete.
That's a dot, bruh. That's a dot. I'm sorry. That's a dot, bro.
So the field goal unit is on.
They won't challenge. Oh, bruh. That's a dot. Ah. Man.
As this is a big spot right here. With 1 second
Oh,
to go.
heck. I'm playing
This
around.
to send us to overtime. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to
And
score
one broken
wins.
tackle away.
Now, if the team receives the ball,
an inch away from
scores a
scoring a touchdown
they
and
win
winning.
the game.
Ah,
If they
dang.
kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know, from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
Wilson with a first down carry. And it'll work down inside the 45. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So third down coming up. And Charles, I guess a question for me, where does four down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams. I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the
Get it,
game
let's
here,
go.
turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Young now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
On the ready.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football.
And that playmaker stuff really worked. And J-Mo stay on his feet now.
Not let him get downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Go. Hey, red.
Oh, and they
I forgot.
Too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game.
So many boys.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Young here, you can see changing the play. Young now off the play fake. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And down inside the 10 here before he's out. The 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Young to throw. Toward the pylon.
Let's go.
And he is in for the score.
That's clutch. Finally somebody beat Green Bay.
Stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Good job, J-Mo.
So it's the Bears who come away with a victory, and it was thanks in part to the play of their 3rd-year quarterback.
Yeah, just a tremendous game throwing the football. Over 400 yards passing. 3 touchdowns.
Yes, sir, Dave. Boy. That was a good drive, wasn't it?
Kickoff to the final gun.
And I thought I just, bro, I thought I just hit that dig route at the end, bro. 441?
2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.
I thought I had that touchdown, the game winner, dog. Golly, I thought I had that joint.
So that'll do it for my
But yeah, that
Davis and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA.
That attribute I've been working on is working, man.
So long, everyone, from Lambeau.
The one where you can break tackles and stuff like that. Man, I've been breaking the heck out of tackles, dog. So it's been crazy. Just by building up those receivers from doing playmakers, so they can they can easily, get in and out of cuts and break tackles, man. J-Mo done broke so many tackles this year, or stayed on his feet when somebody tried to nudge him. It's crazy. So yeah, finally had a big game with Bryce Young. Ain't had one, needed it. Dalton was carving me up. It's all good. I'm tired too. I usually don't play this late. I was about to get that mug simmed. Should be tired, dog. I hate playing late. Boy, doesn't work. And what I'm about to do right now, go right back to playmaker, so they can break tackles and stay up. Look at that. Bro, look at that. That's crazy. Your break tackle is insane now, dog. For him, 89 break tackle. That's why he stayed up, Dave, on that deep ball when they hit him. He stayed up and was stumbling. That's why he got that joint, dog. Hollywood, you getting the same treatment. You already know. And what is your stuff? Let's see. Break tackle 90. For y'all to be small, for me, that's some small guys. Their break tackle was pretty dang high. So that's exactly how I wanted it, dog. And with agility, too, I worked on agility. And I worked on them getting in and out of breaks, dog. That's it. That's all I worked on. I'm good now, man. I'm out. Appreciate y'all watching the stream. Till tomorrow.